We've been talking about the suspicious death of Grant Solomon. He was killed by his own car in what appeared to be a freak accident. Grant's father, who was there when it happened, both say that Grant's death was an accident, period. But Grant's mom and sister and a whole lot of other people say they are not buying that story and they want a deeper investigation done into Grant's death.
A mysterious death, conflicting accounts, and hidden motives. What really happened to Grant Solomon? His tragic end raises unsettling questions about truth and justice. Let's dive into this case. In July 2020, 18-year-old Grant Solomon tragically lost his life in what was deemed a freak accident in a parking lot in Gallatin, Tennessee. The circumstances were strange and suspicious, with only one witness present, Grant's father, Aaron Solomon. Aaron Solomon was a familiar face in Tennessee, having worked as a sports reporter and morning news anchor for WSMV-TV. Later, he transitioned to a career as a financial advisor, working with top investment banks like Morgan Stanley and Merrill Lynch. On the surface, it seemed like Aaron had it all, a successful career and a picture-perfect family. He and Angie were married in 2001 and had 2 children, Grant and Gracie. Angie, who had a doctorate in pharmacy, eventually left her career to become a full-time mom. However, things weren't as idyllic as they seemed. In 2013, Aaron filed for divorce, leading to a messy battle over custody and finances. Despite being unemployed, both were buried in debt and unable to declare bankruptcy again. But financial troubles were just the tip of the iceberg. On the morning of July 20, 2020, Grant met with Aaron at the Ward Performance Institute, a facility in Gallatin about 50 miles from their home in Franklin. The two hadn't spent time together in about 2 years. According to Aaron's account, he arrived at the parking lot first, followed by Grant. They had arrived early, and Aaron said he was checking work emails on his phone when he noticed Grant's truck wasn't parked beside him anymore. Aaron believed Grant had gotten out to retrieve his baseball gear when the truck somehow shifted gears, dragging Grant across the pavement and into a ditch. Aaron Solomon frantically called 911, saying his son Grant was trapped under a truck.
Okay, what's going on?
1357. My son's truck's backed over him, and it's rolled over him and drug him into the ditch, and it's on top of him. He's trapped under the truck, and somehow it drug him underneath it. Yes, my son is under it. I'm trying to call 911.
Okay, what's your name?
Oh my God. My name is Aaron Solomon.
How old is the male?
He's 18. He just turned 18 a couple weeks, about a month ago. It's my son. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is not good.
Is he awake and
Oh, please
talking
hurry.
to you?
I don't think so. He's not alert, right? No, he's out, and he's trapped. I got 3 guys here, and he's trapped under the truck.
He explained that Grant was unresponsive, lying between the truck's front tires. The dispatcher asked if Grant had been working on the truck, but Aaron clarified he was just getting out. He speculated that the truck might not have been parked properly since the parking lot was sloped.
Oh my God.
Was your son working on it?
No, he was just getting out of it. It's the hill. We're on an incline, and I guess he didn't have it in park or something, or it wasn't engaged, or oh my God. Oh my God, I can't believe
still not
this.
responding?
No.
And he's still under the truck. No one can get out from under it?
No.
When emergency crews arrived, they found Grant unconscious under the truck. After lifting the vehicle, Grant was rushed to the hospital but sadly didn't survive. A gym employee who witnessed the scene reported odd vehicle positions and saw Aaron pacing and talking on his phone.
We were in there kind of getting ready for everything, right? And when I came out, I didn't even know what was going on. What I noticed was I was walking by the door is open right now, and just cars are parked sideways. As you can see, like, people kind of park vertically, obviously. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, why are people parking like this? Like, I'm like, what's going on? And then I came out, and the truck was already on them, and Grant's dad was over there on the phone, I guess, calling the paramedics. I think, like I said initially, there were like some construction workers. They had on a high vis, is all I know.
You came out, you saw the cars parked weird. How many people did you see? Do you recall?
Four
Three people.
Like 3 or 4.
The truck was already down in the ditch. You saw Aaron Solomon
already.
Where? Kind of in the parking lot?
Like on the edge of the grass right there. Like literally looking out and trying to talk
And he's on the phone.
Calling paramedics.
Okay. And then...
No security cameras at the gym captured the incident. Hospital staff noted some clear injuries on Grant Solomon, including a cut on the back of his head and 3 bruises, one on his jaw, another near his left hip, and a third on his right thigh. Surprisingly, there were no other documented wounds, like burns from the hot vehicle, even though the truck had been driven for over an hour before the accident. This lack of evidence made it difficult to understand how Grant ended up trapped under the truck and which parts of his body had touched the vehicle. Aaron Solomon speculated that Grant's chest and abdomen might have been pinned by the truck's axle, but this wasn't confirmed.
I think his chest and abdomen area was trapped by the axle, I believe. So this is actually...
How would you know the axle was on him?
Because that's the area. Because that's where...
I know you're...
Because of where his head was.
A photo circulating online showed what looked like a tire track on the other side of the pavement, hinting that the truck might have moved forward from the road instead of backward from the parking lot. This detail, if true, would contradict the earlier claim that the truck rolled backwards. Adding to the confusion, the truck was found parked with the keys still in the ignition, but the police report didn't cover this. The whereabouts of Grant's clothing were also puzzling. His shoes and socks were returned to his mother intact, yet there were no signs of trauma. After Grant's death, Aaron opted out of an autopsy and the police returned the truck without a forensic analysis, leaving gaps in the investigation. The Gallatin police quickly concluded that it was an accident, but this raised doubts. Aaron tried to recreate the accident with various experiments, but the truck's behavior didn't match his description of the incident. Despite being in drive, the truck wasn't on a steep slope that would explain it rolling backward into the position where Grant was found. Angie, Grant's mother, was skeptical of the police's conclusion. She found the circumstances around Grant's death to be odd and suspicious, arguing that there was no evidence of a truck malfunction and that the forensic details didn't match Aaron's story. Angie believed Aaron might have had a motive to harm their son, citing years of alleged abuse. She claimed Grant had acted as a protector for her and his sister, Gracie, and had wanted to testify against Aaron before his death. Angie also accused Aaron of severe abuse, asserting that she and the children were victims. She even alleged that Aaron tried to kill her before she filed for divorce. Despite these serious claims, Aaron initially got custody of the children, while Angie frequently lost visitation rights. Eventually, the children ran away from Aaron's home to live with Angie, defying court orders. By 2020, Grant, having turned 18, was reportedly trying to gain custody of Gracie to protect her. Angie reached out for help from various authorities, including Franklin and Williamson County officials and the state of Tennessee. In 2018, she contacted County Sheriff Jeff Long on Facebook, expressing concern for her and her children's safety. But just months later, deputies from the same office took her children back to Aaron. Her reports to the Department of Child Protective Services didn't lead to any action. By the time of Grant's death, Angie was barred from making new claims against Aaron until Gracie turned 18 due to a 6-year gag order. Why was there so little action from the authorities? Angie suspected it was because of Aaron's connections. Aaron was a part of Grace Chapel, a church attended by influential figures, State Governor Bill Lee and Senator Jack Johnson. Notably, Jack Johnson's wife, Deanna Johnson, was the judge who ruled against Angie, preventing her from pursuing further legal action. Despite numerous serious claims, the DCS investigations were closed without action, leaving Angie feeling silenced. In 2021, Gracie posted a video titled "A Cry for Help," which quickly gained over 160,000 views. In it, she described years of alleged abuse and accused her father, Aaron Solomon, of being a physical abuser and a killer.
My name is Gracie Solomon. I'm 14 years old, and I'm here to tell my story. I just want to say before we get into any of this that it's coming straight from me. It's all me, and no one else has told me what to do. My brother died protecting me from my father, Aaron Solomon. My father's a monster. It makes me want to vomit. He is trying to force me to come live with him this Sunday. I begged him in counseling to never do this, and he promised me he would never try to take me again. He is a liar. I'm so scared of him. I've seen him do terrible things to people.
A 2021 investigation into Grant's death concluded it was an accident, despite petitions and public outrage demanding a reopened case. With over 325,000 signatures on a petition for a new investigation, the case remains controversial and unresolved. What do you think really happened to Grant Solomon? Do you believe the investigation was thorough, or were crucial details overlooked? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories like this.